Hello there, I am Gitte Madelaire, and this is not a standard leadership channel. I'm here to disrupt how you think about leadership because the old leadership model is broken, and you probably know it already. This episode or this practice will be about stillness. I'm Gitte Madelaire, and I am the author of Energetic Leadership and also the founder of the Energetic Leadership model. So let's get started. Today's topic is stillness, or to be still. I want to talk about three things. What is stillness? Why is it important? And how do you do it? How do you be still? So what is stillness? Stillness can, of course, be many things, but how I see it in relations to energetic leadership is how we calm our nervous system. So stillness is really how we are able to be still in order to create the best environment for our own development and our own prosperity. So, what is stillness? Stillness is a kind of calmness, calmness within. So, stillness is also when you feel a way of balance. It doesn't mean that you are sort of standing like on a straight line and you are very straight and fixed, but you have an inner balance. So you are able to sway from one side to another, from your masculine energy to your feminine energy. And if you want to hear more about that, please use some of the other episodes. But so stillness is an inner balance that also creates calmness, but also a lot of energy that we can use because it is like an engine of force, of life force that we can use in the way we live and in the way that we also lead our own lives. And maybe you are also a leader of other people. So stillness can be described in many, many ways. And we probably have 8 billion ways of describing it because we are 8 billion people. Because it's very much down to how do you experience your stillness? What kind of words are you willing to use for your own stillness? And maybe it is a little bit difficult because we are also, I would say, creating a new language for our energetic way of being in the world or our own way of being a human. So your way of putting your words together in order to explain what stillness is for you is just as good as what I'm trying to do right here. So stillness is an inner sense of calmness. And why is it important? It is important because our nervous system is very much being challenged. We have a lot of rupture going on in the world, all over the world right now. We have ruptures, climate ruptures, economical ruptures, geopolitical ruptures, relational ruptures with each other or within your workplace or with other countries or so there's a lot of change going on. And when there's a lot happening, when we don't have some sort of calmness in the structures we have, our nervous system will be challenged. And it is challenged. You might think that, okay, it's not me, but all of us are challenged. All of us have some kind of either physical illnesses, mental illnesses, or I call it also spiritual illnesses, because we're not really connecting us to what is meaningful for our lives. And we are not able to also connect our spirit with our mind and with our body. So a calm nervous system, or at least a calmer nervous system, is crucial. And it's crucial for our well-being, our immune system, and in our whole way of being, making decisions, and being in life. So stillness is a very great practice to have with you all day long. And you have it right here. You are able to pick it up. It's right here. You don't need to buy anything, don't need to go somewhere or have a subscription to a fitness center or anything. You have it right here if you want to. So it's your decision. And I think you should take it. So how do you do it? How do you be still? And it sounds really stupid, doesn't it? How do you be still? Well, of course, that's easy. I always do it. No, we don't always do it. We're very good at making noise. We are very good at also making sure that we might turn on the radio or have music in our ears or be with people in order not to be still. So we use very often avoidance in order to try and listen within what is it that I really need. So stillness is an important tool and an important practice. So the first thing you can do is to try and notice. Notice where your breathing is coming from. Is your breathing coming from up here, sort of in your lungs and your chest? Or is it actually coming down from your belly? Are you able to breathe all the way down into your belly? Or are you doing it sort of right up here, more hectical and everything? And try and listen to your breathing, both where it comes from, but also how fast is it? Is it very sort of hectic, or is it a bit more deep, more slow? Just to be aware of that is a very, very good step in order to be still. Another example of being still is actually to try not to speak. And that is a little bit difficult when I'm sitting here right on recording. But just being quiet, being still, not talking. Quietness is extremely powerful. Not just when you are in a meeting or with another relation, in your family. Sometimes we find that this quiet moment is awkward, but it is extremely powerful. you get a moment, a quiet moment, to listen within, to listen to your body, to try and sense, use your senses, what is actually happening. How am I? How am I feeling? So to be still is a powerful tool for yourself, but it's certainly also a powerful tool and practice when you're together with others. The third thing is when you try and close your eyes, and for some people, it can be really, really awkward also. Because no, you're not going to sleep, you're not going to bed or that kind of things where it's normal to close your eyes. No, you're closing your eyes right when it's daytime. And the reason why I would like you to close your eyes is that you are turning off one of your senses, which is the sense to visualize, to look, to see. And when we are turning off that sense of viewing things, which are very sort of one thing that we use every day, it is also calming our system, both our brain and our body system, our nervous system. So try and close your eyes and just sense. Maybe you can write some words down afterwards about how you sense it. But how I sense it is that it's some kind of relief. It's like I don't have to use so much energy now as when my eyes are open. And by closing my eyes, and you are closing your eyes, you are again calming yourself, your nervous system. So you can actually sit for a couple of minutes just with closed eyes and a conscious, maybe slower breathing. And it will help you calm your nervous system. And it's not just benefiting your physical body, it's also benefiting your mental body and also your spiritual or natural body. Because they are actually, those threes are getting a chance to be connected again. Your body with your mind, with your spirit, or with your soul. And that is really what your body is hoping that will happen. Because it's much easier to be a body and also a mind and a soul when they are all together. So with this little, both exercise and little talk, I encourage you to try and get some more stillness in your life. There's a lot of rupture going on outside, and the better we are at being calm, that doesn't mean that we're not, acting or doing things, but that we are calm inside, the better we are able to have a joyful life, and we are much better at acting in a way that we need to do both in our own lives and at work. Whether you are an entrepreneur, you are a corporate leader, or you are working within an organization. So stillness sounds like a very subtle and very quiet little thing. And it is. But it is amazing how powerful it is in creating and bringing your potential to the surface. So do be still every day when you feel like it. And you can do it anytime, anywhere, and it doesn't cost you anything. If this talk practice episode made you think or made you feel something, that is good. Energy moves when we pay attention to it, and that's why you're here. So please hit subscribe if you want to or don't want to miss the next episode. And you can also share the link with others that you would like to have a conversation with about energetic leadership, or maybe how are they using their life and how are they practicing being still? How are they using their power in their working life too? If you would like to find more information, you can find it in the description below, where you will also find ways of working with me. You will find links to resources, and you can find everything on my website, which is energeticleadership.eu. Until next time, do take care of your energetic leadership and be still for a second or two. Thank you. See you then.